Hello friends, and welcome back to Wickedly Whimsy. I have another very whimsical, magical DIY creation for you today. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on that little notifications bell so you're notified whenever I post a new video. All right, so let's get started with this project. All right, so if you follow me on any of my socials, you will know that we are moving here in a few weeks, and we're going to be only about 10 minutes away from Disney. So I have been in the Disney fever, making all kinds of Disney crafts, journals, charms, and I came up with this. It's a cute little Skyliner shaker tag charm. I am in love with this. Kind of got the idea from another creator that I saw made something similar in a journal. Not similar, but used the Skyliner in a journal, and I thought it was so creative. I was like, you know what? That gave me an idea to create some of these very cool Skyliner type shaker charms, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did it in this video. So as you can see, I have some cutouts of these Skyliners. These cutouts, or these digitals, will be available over in my Patreon if you would like to get them. Now, there's 5 or 6 different ones that I've done, and there is going to be a front and a back to each color. There's, like I said, about 6 different colors, and you're going to be able to put them back to back so that way you have an image on both the front and the back like this. So there's not going to be one blank side. You're going to be able to just have the image on both sides. So if you want to get these digitals, you can head over to my Patreon. The link will be in the description below, and you can go ahead and grab these digitals so that you can make these yourself. Now, what I did with the digitals is I actually uploaded them into my Cricut, and I cut them out on my Cricut. However, it's a pretty easy cut if you want to just fussy cut these out with scissors or like a craft knife. There's not a whole lot of like intricate design with these. It's pretty basic. I wanted to keep these pretty user friendly. So go grab those so that you can craft along with this project. Now, another item that I'm going to be using in this project, and I mention it a lot and I use it a lot, is my Amazon basic laminating machine. And we're going to be laminating up these Skyliners to have a nice laminated tag like you can see here. Now, it's going to be another way to make this shaker tag, because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be laminating each one individually, and then I'm going to be stitching around and adding the beads and charms afterwards. Amazon Basics Laminator is very inexpensive. I will link this in the description below as well. I use mine all the time. If you are a crafter, you definitely need a laminating machine. You could do this project with the self-laminating sheets if you want, or if you don't have a laminating machine, but I highly suggest if you are any type of a crafter that you grab one of these, because I use mine all the time. All right, so the first thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna warm up your machine, because it takes a few minutes to warm up. I'm using the 3 mil setting, so you just flick the little switch over to the 3 mil. A little red light will pop on. You just want to wait till that red light turns green. That's when you know it's hot enough and ready to go. Now, in the meantime, you can go ahead and start to cut out your mirrored image Skyliners. As you can see, I've done right here. I'm actually going to use the orange one because I am going to be working with Goofy on this one, and I'm trying to kind of keep the colors. Goofy has a lot of orange, so I want to use some an orange Skyliner. I did some shrinky dinks of characters. Now, as a bonus, I am going to include the digital for these characters in with the Skyliner digitals, just as a freebie bonus. So if you get the Skyliner digitals, you'll get a collection of Disney characters as well, and they come with a bunch of different Fab 5 characters. So I'm going to be using Goofy, Pluto, and a little Goofy head as kind of my charms. These 2 small ones are going to be my shakers right here, and then this larger one I'm going to use as probably a charm to hang off of the edge. But I just wanted to kind of show you those. I'm not going to do a tutorial on how I do the shrinky dinks. You can get the shrinky dink paper from Amazon, and it's pretty self-explanatory. I actually print right on this paper and cut it out, put it in my oven at 300 degrees, and then just watch it and they'll shrink right up. And then as soon as they're shrunk, I take them right out because I don't want them to burn. But I will link the shrinky dink paper in the description as well. So these are a few of the little shrinky dinks that I've turned into charms that I want to use. And then I've also just gathered a bunch of other little charmy things that I'm going to use as the dangle that's going to hang off of the Skyliner hanger. So again, I'm still waiting for my laminator to warm up. I'm going to use one of my 3mm laminating sheets. And they are kind of like a pocket that opens up. One is kind of a more frosted side and the other is a little bit more flat. But I'm just gonna lay this down. I'm gonna take my Skyliner images that I cut out and I'm just gonna stick them on my laminator sheet like this and just close my laminator sheet down so that they're in my laminator sheet so they're all ready to go through the laminator. All right, my light just turned green over here. So there is a little guide in the front here where you can start to slide your paper through or your laminating sheet through. So I'm just gonna slide it. Make sure you have it nice and straight. If it's not straight, it will bubble and curl and the lamination doesn't come out very nice. But I am just going to let this kind of pull through and I'm kind of holding the sheet here as it's coming through. You can see it's coming through on the other side and very easy to do. Just let this go all the way through. Now it is warm to the touch. It's not hot, it's not burning, but it is warm to the touch. So you do want to let it cool for a minute once it comes through before you actually start cutting. So as you can see, I laminated a bunch of them up while I had my laminator hot, but we're only going to use this one right here for now. So I'm going to set these others aside. These charms will be available for sale as well. If you are not crafty and you do not want to craft one of your own, I will have a few of them launched over on my Patreon if you'd like to grab them. So just keep checking back. If you're a Patreon member, you'll get notified anyhow when these launch. All right, so the first thing I am going to do is I'm going to cut this laminating sheet in half so that I have the two sections of my Skyliner like this. They're still not cut out fully. Then I'm gonna put them back to back so that way, you know, you'll see both sides. Now I'm doing this before I do any cutting at all because what I wanna do is I wanna make sure that when I'm cutting around this lamination that it's the same all the way around. So I'm basically going to take a clamp, and I just am going to use something like this, which is nice and sturdy. And I'm going to line up my pieces. They should be perfectly mirrored here. I'm just going to line up my laminating sheets pretty good. And I'm just going to clamp them together. And then I'm going to cut both pieces together at the same time. And I'm leaving about between 1/8 and 1/4 inch of the lamination all around the edge. I'm not going to cut right up to the paper because then your lamination doesn't have anything to seal it and it will start to peel apart. So like I said, I'm just cutting those two together. I'm actually going to take my clamp and clamp there where I cut, and then I'm going to do the same thing up along the sides. I'm just going to go ahead and cut around. Oh, make sure that we're not moving here. You got to really kind of hold this good when you're cutting so that way you're not moving. And this is kind of just like fussy cutting, and I just do a little bit at a time so that it's more manageable. So I'm just going to finish cutting this out. You're not going to cut this center window out. You're going to leave this center window here because that's going to be the window for your shaker. But I'm going to just continue cutting out all around the edge. So now this next part you can do two ways. I am actually going to use my sewing machine and I'm going to just stitch around the edge, around the side, bottom, and up on the other side with a quick, simple sewing machine stitch. If you don't have a sewing machine, you can definitely use glue. And you can glue down this side across the bottom. You can actually glue this whole white area right here and then up the side, but make sure to leave this window open and leave the top open so that you'll be able to put your shaker items down through the top. So like I said, I'm going to be using my sewing machine, so let's just do a quick little stitch on that. So I'm just doing a simple little straight stitch, and I'm just going to use the white edge around my Skyliner as kind of a guide for doing my stitching. Okay, so I'm going to just do a quick little back stitch, and then we'll go all around. Just make sure that your two pieces are lined up very carefully. And I'm just going nice and slow, taking my time. I'm not rushing it, because I want a nice straight stitch for this. And like I mentioned, I'm just going on the sides, the bottom, and I'm going to leave the top open. And I'm also going to do a quick stitch across the middle line that you see. Okay, when I get to the bottom, I'm just going to lift the presser foot a little bit, and then I'll continue right down the other edge. All right, and then when I have those done, I'm just going to pull it out, and I'm going to just snip my thread. And then again, I'm going to go right down this white middle line with another just straight. All right, so now you can see we have the sides, bottom, and the center all stitched on our little Skyliner here, but the top is open, so we can go ahead and put some stuff down in the top in this window before we stitch it up at the top. So this is where I'm going to be using my little, we'll use the little Pluto. We'll put him in there, and then we'll put the little Goofy head right in there, and kind of just get them how we want them. And then I'm just going to take a scoop of beads, just tiny little seed beads. These ones are just multicolored seed beads. And I'm just going to take a little scoop of the seed beads and stick those right down in there as well. Just like that. I don't want a whole lot, just enough to make it shape. What I'm doing is I'm just making sure that it's flattened out, and I'm gonna go ahead and just right across the top here where this black bar is, I'm gonna just go ahead and stitch another, make sure this is good, I'm gonna just stitch another line to seal it up. Now we have our shaker tag all sealed up with our little shakers. So I'm just trimming up my little threads here because I don't want the threads hanging on this. So just trimming them up lightly. And as you can see, the top is all stitched up so the beads aren't going to fall out, but this top section right here is still open. So I am going to just take a little bit of Fabrifix glue, and I'm just going to seal that up carefully. And I'm not putting any glue on the outside edge of the lamination. I'm just going to put it on the paper side because that is the side that you will see. Put a little bit of glue on there. I'm just going to kind of pinch that top section shut so that it doesn't flop open. And we'll let that sit for a minute. So I'm going to take my hole punch and my eyelets. I'm just going to use a gold color because I'm using gold jewelry findings for the charm portion of this. So I am just going to take and punch a hole right here on the side of our, there we go, right here on the side of our arm that holds our little Skyliner car. And we'll put a little eyelet, grab my eyelet press, And just give that a good press, front and back. I'm not using a back on this eyelet because it's pretty thin. It folds over on its own. So, all right, so there's your shaker tag right there. Now it's basically up to adding whatever charms or beads that you want to attach to your little hole here up top. So what I am going to do is I am using a couple little things. I have this little, it's almost like a mini keychain, as you can see here, and I'm going to just slide this into my little eyelet. And the reason I'm doing this is to give me a little bit more space. So now I have this nice little ring on here that I can attach a lobster claw to if I want to hang it as a charm. And then I can attach my strands that I want to bead for like a beaded tassel off of this ring as well. So I'm going to also attach this little lobster claw clasp to that little mini keychain or key ring. All right, so there's my claw clasp attached. All right, so for my charms, I like to use like a waxed binding thread, which is what I have here. I picked the orange color, obviously. And I am gonna use probably about, let's see, this is about 12 inches. So I'm gonna do about a 24-inch piece, and then I'm gonna cut it. And then I'm gonna do another 24-inch piece, the same size. And we'll cut that one off as well. So now I have two 24-inch pieces of the thread. I'm gonna take the thread and kind of wrap it around my finger so that there's, you know, they're even on one end. And then I'm gonna find the center of those. And so there's the bottom. So here's the center. And I've got this little loop right here. I'm gonna take this little loop and I'm gonna loop it in my ring. And then I'm gonna pull those tails right through that little loop to create where I'm gonna start beading my charms. I'm going to take 2 strands in each hand and I'm gonna tie a double knot. 1 and 2. Now I know that those strands will stay on that little ring right there. So now we can just start beading these strands with whatever beads and charms that you have. I'm not gonna video that whole thing only because it's gonna be very tedious, but I'll kind of give you a glimpse on some things that I have. I just picked some color coordinating beads, charms, little key. I've got a little record, I've got a little flower. So just whatever random charms or whatever that you'd like to bead on your strands, just go ahead and bead them up. I don't like to do anything longer than the actual tag itself. So you can see here, these are the ones that I did. I keep my beads about the length of the actual laminated piece. So like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and strand those up. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done, and then you'll be able to go ahead and make your Skyliner tassel charms just like this. All right, friends, so here it is. Here is my goofy Skyliner shaker charm with a little Pluto in there as well on a little hang tag, so you can use it as a charm on your journal. You can use it as a bookmark, however you want. Really fun. Just thought it was really kind of a different idea if you're a Disney lover. This is something you could make these and have the characters sign them at the parks, which would be really cool. I think I might do that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Be sure you're subscribed and make sure that little notifications bell is turned on so you receive notifications whenever I post new videos. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.